Welcome to Date Night. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Date Night Season 2, Episode 1. What's going on, everybody?
Guys.
Hey, who's in the building? We want to know who's there so we can give you some love.
How are you guys?
Hey, what's up? What's up? For those that are new to our show, my name is Steve Macago.
And I am Toria Macago.
And we want to welcome you guys to Date Night. Yes.
Get it, baby.
Look, you know, we're excited. This is our second season, right?
It is.
And I know you see all the smoke. I think we overdone it. There's a lot of smoke in here.
Smoked us
You can't
out.
even see the television or what's going on here, like we're about to burn down the house. But we
Hey,
want to thank
Kim.
everybody for coming out
Hey,
tonight.
Butchie.
You excited, baby?
I am.
Awesome. For those that are new, if you're new for the first time in our broadcast, in our show, put new in the comments section, all right? And let us know where you're from,
Absolutely.
because we're international now, you know.
Okay.
We had quite a few people, you know,
Okay.
been checking us out
Okay.
lately. So if you are new, we want to know where you're from. Let us know. We're from Michigan, Detroit. So if you're from Ohio or Muskegon or something, we want to show you guys some love. So tell them a little bit about Date Night, honey.
So Date Night is a platform that we created to have fun, enjoy, discuss, talk smack, and
Yes.
just have a good time with some friends like you guys.
Yeah.
And with ourselves, just to sit back and discuss relationships, to talk about different life trials and different life's tribulations,
Yes.
and kind of just discuss relationships and love and life and all of those good things. So this is what this platform is for. We're just here having a good time with some drinks and
With some
sometimes
wine.
a little
With some
food.
wine. Be clear.
With some wine.
Not that
sometimes
Hennessy
a
and
little
stuff y'all be
food.
turning up on.
And we like to just kick it.
Yeah.
Talk
But-
about life and happiness.
Right, and this platform was created, guys, seriously because of there's a lot of noise going on around. You know, people are they're discouraged. You know, because there's been a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of divorces, a lot of things that's going on in our community. You know, and people like to post like ridiculous memes, and it's funny in the moment, but it ain't nothing funny about people being broken down
It's
and
not.
heartbroken
It's
and
not. It's
not
not.
having successful relationships.
real
So
thing.
we created this platform to bring some positivity, some fun. Of course, you see, look, we put we big time. Now look what's going on with we're about to burn down the house.
Oh man, don't
You know,
say
we
that.
got the lights, we got everything
What is
going
going
on.
on?
But we want to have have fun. We want to inspire you and empower you with the tools, the knowledge, and the resources to have a successful life and relationship, right?
Absolutely, because that's what we all desire.
Absolutely. So we want to show y'all some love. Who is in the house? Let us know here.
Oh, we got Todd from Ohio.
Todd. What's up? My brother Todd is
Hey,
in the
Todd.
building.
Hey,
Hello,
Holly.
sir. Holly is here. Erica, hello.
Hey, Erica.
Two Ericas.
Hey.
We got Kenyatta's in the building. We got Kim in the building. Hello.
I got these lashes on. I can't see nothing, y'all. I don't know
Yeah,
how I'm
you
supposed
know.
to be wearing these things. These like some little bat wings.
Right. You know what? And we tried, y'all. We call ourselves being a little, bringing up our production value, but I think we done overdid it or something tonight. I can barely breathe right now. And
Choke on the smoke.
the television didn't work. I think it done smoked up the TV.
Y'all gonna have to come. Somebody gonna have to come save us. Anybody got a what's the little thing? The thing to let the fire out.
The fire extinguisher?
fire extinguisher.
Yeah, we
Look-
probably need a fire. What's up,
We
B?
need one.
My boy B, all the way from the ATL, is
We
in the
need a
building.
fire extinguisher.
Hey, what's up, Gabby? If you are new to our show, which is Date Night,
Eb.
again, my name is Steve,
I am Toria.
and we want to welcome you to
Date Night.
Yes.
Yes, he
But we
likes
want to
to
show
say
you guys
that.
some love. We have some things on the agenda tonight. This is our second season, and we want to thank people, right?
Yes.
For all of the support that we get, right?
Absolutely. So, what do you want to say, honey? Do you have anything specific that you would like to say?
I mean, I'm just flattered, to be honest, because before when we did season 1 of Date Night, you know, we only had probably about maybe 450 followers or likes. Now we up like 1,700 followers, 1,700 likes. So we big time now. You know what I'm saying? We worldwide doing our
Stop
thing.
it. No,
No, but
joking.
we're very appreciative of all the love that you guys been showing us, because we don't do this just for entertainment, although we love to have fun. But we hope that there are some great takeaways so that we can be better, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And-
And when
and
we
do better.
first started this, we really just started kicking it in the family room upstairs, just kind of talking. And we was like, yo, I think we got something here. Maybe we should go ahead and and do some videos or something, you know. And
Are you trying to take the credit? You said you thought of it?
No, I said we did.
Okay.
Because it's a we thing.
It is a we thing. That's
so,
why we're
you know,
here.
We thought about it, and we was like, maybe that's something that we should do, and that's what we decided that we wanted to do. And it was just during quarantine. It happened kind of organically. It wasn't something that we was like, let's just plan to do this, and that. It was just like, yo, I think we might have something here. We always do relationship stuff anyway, so let's just do it.
Right. So we are
That's kinda how it
here
happened.
to give you guys
Why you put the
content.
teeth? Why you put the teeth back in your mouth?
Millions of years
saliva.
ago, there was a time when
Did y'all see his Facebook post, y'all? That was like not a TikTok. Like he
how
did
dare
that.
you?
So, oh God, y'all don't even understand.
No, but we are very appreciative, right? And we have a good topic tonight. You know, we thought that up. And for those that, you know, we got a lot of people, you know, some of our religious friends, no, we don't worship the devil or nothing like that. So, you know, I know you might see the lights and stuff
my
like
God.
this.
They're
but
gonna
this
be
is
ready
all,
to slay us in the spirit.
man, destroy us. We still
Cast them
good.
devils out.
You know,
We
we
fine.
still good. We still
We having a
believe in
good
God
time.
and do our church thing and all that, love the Lord and all that. So don't be going on, you know,
Oh,
trying to tell them us
man.
about nothing, right?
Tell on us. We grow.
Right, we got
That
my
is
boy
too
Keith
funny.
Wade in the building. What's up, Keith? Who else do we
Hey,
have?
Tamika.
If you are here and you are new to our show, Date Night, put new in the comment section because we want to
Yes.
show you guys some love. Season 2 is going to be off the chain, guys. So hopefully you guys been receiving value and entertainment from season 1, but season
Hey,
2 we're
Paul.
about to turn up. We got Paul in the building. Who do we have?
I see you out here, Paul.
Paul is in the building. Who else we
Yes.
have, baby?
So listen,
Jeremiah, what's
if
up,
you've
homie?
been back again, if you've been here for the second, third, fourth time, comment back again.
Back again.
in the comment section.
Yes.
Okay. Also, if you've been here a multitude of times,
Yeah.
is that
Hey,
a
Lily.
thing? A multitude of times.
Yeah, a lot of
If you have
times.
been here a lot of times,
You are officially a date
A
nighter.
date
So if you've
nighter.
been here and you know what we're about, put date nighter in the comment section.
Yes.
And then we'll send you something in 2025 that'll make, you know, when we get big. But right now, you know, we're on a budget.
something in 2025.
We're on a, Ashley,
We gonna
what's
send
going
you a
on?
high
Ashley,
five.
Tamika is in the building. Hello, Lily is in the house. How you
Hey,
guys
Lily.
doing? Back again. We got a few back again.
Check it,
Date
break
nighters.
it,
Are you?
let's
If you're
begin.
dating,
Party on,
I need our
party,
date
make
nighters to
noise.
shine. If you've been with us multiple times, put date nighters in the
Date
comment section.
nighters.
And we got to get started in a
We
minute. Because people
do.
got to go to
We
bed,
gotta
and
get
this smoke is
started.
kind of.
And the smoke is tearing a sister up for
Man,
real.
it
I don't
is-
even know
it
how
is.
people be doing full
We got date nighters for life. That's what I'm talking about, Gabby.
Yes,
We got
Gabby.
Ashley, date nighter. Absolutely.
Hey.
You get a shirt. You get a car. You get a. Date nighter, my boy B from the ATL he's a date nighter.
Date nighter.
Come on, we need. Oh, give us some love. Oh, share. If
Yes.
you care and you think that somebody can,
Benefit from this?
yes, or if they ain't got nothing else to do, you might as
That
well
too.
tune in and check Eddie Kane and Anime out. Maybe you can receive some value because we are talking
right.
about something that it might be a little confusing, but there's a twist to it. All right, so But before we do that, we're gonna have we got a little trivia, a game that we want to play, y'all. Y'all
What we
ready?
got? What we
Again, my name is Steve,
And I am Toria.
and we want to welcome you guys to Date
Date
Night.
Night.
If you are new to our show, we want you to put new in the comment section. We're excited. You excited?
I am. Hey, Khadijah.
Awesome.
Hey, Valencia.
Valencia,
I see
Khadijah,
y'all.
hello,
Hi,
hello.
guys.
We want to show you guys some love.
Hey,
But before we
y'all.
go into our game, if you hopefully you guys are ready to play a game because we're about to play a game. But for those we haven't been here in a minute, but those that didn't check us out last week, you know, just some of the things that we've done since we've been away on this little hiatus, however you say it, whatever. We celebrated our 15th anniversary.
We did. And it was very, very nice. My
Yes.
husband did an amazing job
I did.
throwing a surprise
I did.
anniversary party. And
Keith
it was,
is new.
Oh, it was so beautiful, you guys. It was simply beautiful.
Thank you, baby.
Shout out to my husband and to Diliante, whose video you guys
Yes,
just
yes,
watched.
Diliante. The video was called Mask Off.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was amazing. So, guys, go and check out Diliante. I don't have Dilly. If you are watching, please put your information
Please put your info
in the
down
comment
below,
section.
Dilly.
But he's a
However,
violinist.
He was a violinist here. And
Yes.
Diliante is just so amazing, you guys. If you ever need a violinist to
Yes.
grace your stage for any occasion. Gentlemen, if you are looking for somebody to serenade your girl,
Not
real
too
good,
much. But
listen.
cats don't like to really for another guy to serenade.
Yes, serenade her in the
Not
way
too
that
hard,
you
though.
would love to have been able to serenade her if you could actually like sing and play the strings. Now I ain't saying he's singing, but he's
Hey,
definitely
Deanna.
playing them strings, and he will
Yes.
take your girl
Yeah.
all the way there.
Man, if you want some
That's a
brownie
thing.
points, gentlemen, we know that Christmas
That's a
is coming up, birthdays, anniversaries. I'm gonna put his information in the comment
Yes.
section so that you
He's
guys can get
amazing,
in
though.
contact with him.
He
This
is
brother
amazing.
is amazing, and he's very. It's not overly expensive. You get what you pay for, and he has great quality. The brother's bad, so
Yes.
we just want to give that plug. Hey, what's up, Deanna?
Hey, Deanna.
Hey, if you guys are ready to play a game before we get into our conversation tonight,
go.
put "Let's Go" in the comment section. If you are ready to do a quick little horror trivia, put "Let's Go" in the comment section.
Hey, y'all. I
Share it,
have not watched.
share.
I have not watched like a scary movie in like how many years?
You know, we probably only watched like
one.
one together because we
Do
don't
you
really
remember?
do.
Do you remember what movie it was?
Yes, that one with Jim Carrey, and we had to turn it off. Remember?
Oh, we did
That
start
bad
watching
baby
that. What
was
was that,
like
like 3 or something like that?
6 or 5? What was it called?
something.
9?
I don't know. No,
Yeah, it was
we
a
actually
number.
watched one with your mom. And this was when we lived at Wars Farms. It was many, many years ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was probably like 15 years ago because I don't even think Peyton was born.
Oh, I
no,
don't
Peyton was
remember.
born. She was a baby.
Let's go. We got
Listen.
let's go.
I hate horror films. I don't do scary, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm already a chicken. I don't need to be scared by anything else, okay? I
Right.
scare myself enough, okay? This right here, answering these questions and having to like look up the answers and see the pictures, I was like devastated. I didn't even know how to. I ain't even know how to.
you know,
I was like, oh God, I got to look at Freddy's picture.
right? And the set is all spooky, but we some scary cats over here. You guys be in the movies watching Saw
The
13.
right way is scary
and
cat,
all
but
these
if you
crazy-
from
but
the hood, you a
man,
scaredy cat.
Chucky
Like
messed
you a
me up,
scaredy
man.
cat.
What was the scariest movie that you probably
all of them.
All of them?
All of them, because my daddy used to play movies all the time, and you could hear it in the middle of the night, like,
Oh, man, I ain't got time for that, bro.
Candyman.
You know what
all
messed
those.
me up though?
Horrible.
What movie that really got me was what was it? With Homegirl coming out of the television, the TV.
What was that? The Sixth Sense?
No, not the Sixth Sense. What is it? If you know what I'm talking about, is when she came out of the TV at the end, like
and
the ring.
The ring,
Woo!
yes. And I hate
Oh
scary
yeah,
stuff.
Ken. What's up, Bishop? Bishop said, "Let's go." So
I
we gotta
do not
go.
do scary. Hey,
Hey,
Thelma.
Danielle, what's up?
Hey, Danny.
Danielle said she loved the set.
Hey,
Thank
y'all.
you. Thank you. Awesome. See, we doing this for you guys, so that's why cash at me. No.
Get to going.
I'm just playing. Okay.
Okay,
we're
what's
moving
our game?
along.
What's our game?
This game is called Name That. We're making it up on the fly. This game is called Name That Horror Film.
Hey, wait a minute. Do y'all see Steve's
Yes, the
Jesus
ring.
piece?
You're right.
Do y'all see Steve's Jesus piece right here? The kids, Peyton was
Exorcist.
like,
That was a
Oh,
that was pretty. Ooh, I don't.
Poltergeist.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't do. Yeah. See,
why I
just
don't
having
do
the
scary
set
movies.
is scaring me right now.
Rosemary's Baby. I don't do scary movies.
What is it? Abigail. What is that one?
Annabelle.
Annabelle. Yeah, Annabelle. That was.
I don't even
yeah,
like her
we
name.
We don't
Annabelle.
do none of that.
Don't like it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
So this is all just for show, guys.
Okay, wait. Steve's Jesus
Yes.
piece. The kids was like, Daddy, are you gonna wear that outside? Like they were so embarrassed for him. Like, where did you get that?
Right.
We like, yo, it's just a prop. It's just for fun and games. They were concerned that he was gonna wear that like on date night for real, like when we go out of the house. So we gonna make sure we throw that away.
Right.
end of this.
Oh, that used to be his real. Danielle said that used to be my real chain, right? Danielle, I did have something similar, but this bad boy is a prop. It's just for it's just for the whole theme of the
Jesus
show.
piece.
But we need to move on, right?
Okay, come on,
Because
what's
we
the
got
game?
some things we want to be out of
What
here
you
by
got? What's the
at least
game?
8:10, or some people got to go to bed. It's Sunday. All right, this is called Name
That rain.
Name That.
That thing.
That thing. All right, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Woo,
Ooh,
crazy.
all of them was scary.
But we know that Halloween is coming up. We know people don't really. A lot of people celebrate it. Some people don't. But this is all a theme, so we wanted to bring it to you because we didn't want to do this after Halloween, right? Or whatever, or after Harvest Night or whatever you want to call it. So we're doing it this week. So let's get into this game, all right? The first question, I want you to guys get ready to type. Get ready to type. We need some people that know movies, all right? The first question here is here. Check this out. Here we go.
What year did Michael Jackson's Thriller come out?
And come on. We need to
to
know.
me. What year was it, guys?
What year did Michael Jackson's Thriller come out?
Because this is Thriller.
Come on, we need the first one that pops up in the comment section. Here we go. Here we go. A. We got A. Valencia said A. Brandon said 1982.
Hey,
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Got there? What
Anybody
we got
else?
There?
Come on, in 5, 4, 3, 2. 1982, Danielle. And the winner is
Brandon.
And Danielle, 1982.
1982, baby.
You are correct. Come on.
Listen, when we were finding the answer to that, I was like, I wasn't even born when Thriller came out because that was my jam.
I was. I'm a little older. Yeah, it was crazy. Lily said 1982.
I had no idea.
Siobhan said 84. Uncle Charles said 82. We got A. We got some 1985s. All right.
82.
So Brandon was the one that had it first, according to our comment sections, because remember we did this before and people were like tripping, like I answered first, so we don't know who was first, but it looked like Brandon was first.
Valencia said she was 1 year old when Thriller came out. Girl,
now check
I
this
was
out.
still roasting.
Right, next question here. All right,
which horror film character was first in theaters? Was it A, Jason, B, Freddy, or C, Michael Myers?
All right. Here we go. Let's go. We need some answers.
Hey.
Who knows about their horror films?
Hey. I don't even like saying the word.
All right, we
Freddy
have
Krueger.
C. Valencia said C. Brandon said Michael Myers. Valencia says Michael Myers, I believe. That was C. Who else? Danielle said C. Lily said C. Gabby said Freddy.
Hey,
all right.
Y'all some
5,
real scary
4.
movie
Tamika
heads.
said Jason. 3, 2. Keith said B. And 1. The answer is C. Michael Myers, 1978. Wow. Khadijah said B. And so Brandon is on a roll. B, we gotta send B something.
Yeah,
He's
Danielle
all the way in
was
the,
too.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people that were right here. Last one, all right, and
Let's go.
for what?
I don't even know how to do that.
You gonna win a
chapstick,
a toast,
some
right?
chop suey and some liver.
All right, last question here. Are you guys
Okay,
ready?
go.
Here we go. Valencia was first. Okay, Danielle said Valencia was first. Okay, yep. Dang, yep. Sorry, Gabby, you said Freddie. All right, here we go. Last one. Are you guys ready? Here we go. And
what is the highest grossing horror film of all time? Is it A, It, B, The Exorcist, or C, Halloween?
oh. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. We are rolling.
What y'all got here? What y'all got in
we
here?
have C. Valencia said C.
Valencia said C.
I don't know if it's in the numeric or sequential order because there's a little delay
Yeah, ours
here.
comes in a little delayed. So
All right, we got C. Brandon said C. Danielle said B.
Ooh, look at y'all.
Who else? Come on. Keith said B.
Is it
Gabby
A,
said B. Lily
It,
said A.
B, The Exorcist, or C, Halloween?
Okay, here we go. Tamika said The Exorcist, and the answer is Khadijah said C, and it is A. It's.
I couldn't even look up the answer, y'all. I was just like, I was nervous because I didn't want to see the picture. I was like,
It was a scary movie.
I do
You know what?
not do
Those
scary
clowns,
movies.
and a lot of people are terrified of clowns. which
Listen.
I don't really do the clowns, but
I don't do none of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I don't do
it's-
nothing
it's kinda
scary.
crazy.
Nothing scary. This set right here, I'm praying right now.
Right,
like, Lord
right.
Jesus.
man, yeah, right. We just doing this for you guys. Yes. It, and I believe it was like $360 million or something like that. It was crazy.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a crazy movie.
Apparently, people like being scared.
Yeah. I wouldn't have never known either.
It was
Valencia.
ridiculous.
Yeah, B, you're right. Danielle, I know, right? Gabby, really? Yes, I didn't know that either. So, yeah, it was.
It was an
was the
ABC
one.
original. It was.
And I think this was the recent that
Yeah,
came
it
out.
was
in
that
like,
last
I
one
think it
that
was
just came out, like
2017
2018
or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy. They grossed a lot of money on that movie.
A lot of money.
And we wouldn't know unless we did the research because we don't watch scary
I don't
movies.
do
like
scary.
that.
Oh, don't we got one more in there?
No, we didn't do it. We didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we didn't put because we didn't have that much time.
Okay.
But it is 7:30, guys. So we want to move into our topic for the night, which we think is going to be extremely beneficial. So if you know anybody that are in a relationship or desire to be in a relationship, that's coming out of a relationship or whatever, you're married, you got a partner, whatever, share this. So we're going to have fun, right?
We're about to have fun, yes.
We got some good stuff that we're talking about
That's
tonight.
all. We just kicking
You know,
it.
and we love to have fun, but we also love to give information and not just theory, but practical steps and, ideas to help people.
Absolutely.
And we're having fun,
Yeah.
and this looks like a Halloween house, but the reality, people are being terrorized and they
Yeah.
living in a hell house.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
A lot of
saying?
folks.
And it's not a good thing. A lot of people are stressed out. A lot of people have a lot of friction in their homes, or they might be torn in relationships, going from relationship to relationship. And at the end of the day, that's not healthy to our psyche, to our emotions, to
Right.
whatever we go through. So I think that this is going to be beneficial, right?
I do
Everything that we
too.
do is
I
to
do
help you,
too.
right?
I
So
do
we want
too.
you guys to share, because we're going to
Yes,
talk
like,
about.
share,
Yes.
and like and share again.
Yes, don't start a watch party, because when you start a watch party, when people comment, we won't be able to see the actual
Right,
comments.
yes,
so we
very
want you
true.
guys to just share it. Give us some hearts. If you like our scene, our set, come on, give your boys some love. Give us some hearts if you like what's going on here. Give us some love.
I'm going to give us a heart. There we go.
Yes, give us a heart. Give us a heart. Give us a heart.
There
And if
we
you're
go.
new here, we want you to put new in the comment section so that we can give you guys some love. So tonight's topic, or not topic, because this is date night. We're just having a conversation, right?
Right.
It is called Trick or Treat. Trick or treat. And some of you might ask, like, how could you even equate or connect this to relationships? But you will see the connection. Now, let's talk about Halloween. How was your, did you guys celebrate Halloween coming up?
No. We did not celebrate Halloween growing up because we grew up, church folks.
Okay.
So we
okay.
ain't celebrate Halloween. We celebrated Harvest Night
Harvest Night, okay.
down at the church.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
So y'all didn't really do the Halloween thing?
No, we didn't really do
What about
Halloween
coming up? Did you guys
until
go
we
out to
got
do like
older.
trick or treat and things like that?
So yeah, so we did do Halloween. So we did do Halloween earlier on when we were smaller. I do remember, one time being Big Bird, and I thought that was just like super duper amazing, so cool, right? So we did celebrate Halloween earlier on, but like later on in life, maybe from the time that I was like 11 all the way up until I was probably like 15, we didn't celebrate Halloween because we went to a church that didn't celebrate Halloween.
Right,
so
right.
we didn't celebrate Halloween because
Right.
we couldn't do nothing that they said we couldn't do.
But I remember memories coming up. I remember, and I ain't gonna even name Little Robert. I mean, I'm not gonna name people that came up in our neighborhoods. But I remember back in the day. I don't know if they still have them. But one of my memories about Halloween is that, like after school, they used to have these big bags that they put their leaves in during the fall. And I'm not gonna say any names. Little Robert. People in my neighborhood would go up to the houses, just tear up the bags
Tear
that
the
was made up
bags
of
up?
pumpkin.
That's horrible.
And run over people's cars, and just throw eggs and throw. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
Like throw up
We
tissue.
toilet papered people's houses. We did all
Man,
kinds of
kids,
bad
we used to
stuff.
do some terrible things.
Kick their leaves over. Oh, we were
Right.
so devilish. That's
Right.
probably why my parents ain't let us celebrate Halloween anyway. We was already bad.
Right.
Being bad, egging people's house.
Oh,
Waiting till
man.
my parents went to bed, egging up people's house.
Right? Did you have? You know what? I actually did had this. Now that I'm older, I had this unconscious or subconscious desire to like want to be a patrol. You remember, like you drive a car and they put those little
You
yellow.
want to be a
I
patrol
wanted to
right
be,
now?
I wanted-
Like right
because
now,
they had what you call
wanna
what,
do that?
Devil's Night.
Yes.
And I wanted the Angels Night.
Angels
And
Night.
I wanted to. I'm like, when I get older, man, I'm gonna get me a little whip, and I'm gonna throw one of those little orange things on there and be the fake police. I wanted that.
But what do they do though? Like, what do the people
Robert
that
is bad.
patrol? What do they do on Angels Night? Like, okay, so do they have whistles when they see something?
Right, a taser,
like when they see something going on. What do they do? Like,
Right.
because if you call 911, they still not gonna come for like 17 years.
Right,
so what?
right.
What is the benefit? I just want to know. I'm asking.
But
a
it's
serious
to show.
question.
I think it was more so of the presence to having like,
Okay.
because when you're in the hood and you see any type of lights, brother, like,
Okay.
so I think that it's kind of like the low key. Bootleg police, maybe low key police or something like that. But I remember, growing up, of course, my grandfather was a pastor too. So we would go trick or treat and things like that in the neighborhood, and they would do little things, but we didn't really do anything like what people would deem like demonic or look crazy or anything
Right.
like that. People do what they do. I'm not knocking what you do, but
Oh, that's
ours was
good.
kind of like, just like dancing, having a good time. So we didn't do a lot. So Halloween, it was more Christmas. Christmas was like more of a big holiday for us. A question: did any of you guys celebrate Halloween when you were younger? Put yes or no in the comment section. Did you celebrate Halloween?
Or
when you were
did
younger?
you go to my church? Because we couldn't do nothing.
Right. But speaking of Halloween, but let's
We was at church on Friday nights casting out the devil.
yes. Okay. Yes. Crystal
Ain't
said
nothing
that
wrong
she,
with it, but I'm
she,
just saying.
did it.
That's where we were.
Okay. Can you read that there, babe? Okay. We said Valencia said no. B said yes.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Uncle Charlie. They have CB radios to contact other people in the neighborhood with yellow lights to protect the neighborhood from the fire damage, and they also have straight talk contact to the police with the CB. Oh, see?
Wow. See, we're learning things.
You
on
just
day
taught
nine.
me something, because I
Yes.
thought they was just being patrolled, like with a flashlight.
Yes.
Just like, what you doing over there in that corner? I didn't know. So
Got you.
good stuff, Uncle Charlie.
Right.
Thank you for educating me.
Okay. Okay. We have Ashley said yes. Tahira said no, celebrating for us as kids. Okay. Okay. We got a yes from. My eyes are right here. My eyes are like, I can't really see. We got Jeremiah
Fifi
said
said
yes. Fifi said
Jeremiah
yes.
said yes.
Okay. Lily said off and on, and we.
Yeah, Lily, it was kind of like off and on, depending on what church you was at, right?
Oh, right.
I couldn't do that, man.
But Halloween is a pretty huge holiday.
Yes.
Right. And it's crazy because when we were doing a little research on like how could we connect this, because we're trying to be strategic, and all of this is just props. It's for, because if you're into marketing or if you're into any business right now, research shows that our attention span is shorter than a goldfish.
Yes.
So now after a couple seconds, seconds, right? This smoke is really getting to me. A couple seconds, all right, we're focusing on something else. So we're bouncing, especially we're scrolling through social media. So we use strategy, you know what I'm saying? So we're actually in the attention grabbing business. So that's a pointer for you guys that are
Very
in the
true.
entertainment industry or trying to position yourself. So this is to distract you and attract you. Right? Attract you. No, but Halloween, when we did the research, Halloween, I think it generates about $8.4 billion annually every year, man. So this is a popular.
Not only is it a popular holiday,
Yes.
it is like the number one grossing holiday.
Wow, that's crazy.
In the U.S., it's bigger than Christmas. It's bigger than 4th of July. It's bigger than like anything. Like, and you would think that on Black Friday that they make more money than they would for Halloween, but it's not true. Halloween is the number one grossing holiday in the U.S.
It is, and that's crazy. You would think, you have Christmas and big holidays, but people love to be ghouls and goblins,
and to scare people.
Yeah, and it's very huge. However, we're like, how do we capitalize off this? What could we talk about during this holiday, harvest night or Halloween or whatever you want to define it? And we thought about the Halloween process, how, a lot of people, they dress up as like Superman, Black Panther. God bless the, I don't even want to say Black Panther because I miss my brother.
Okay.
God bless you, sir.
Rest in peace.
Yes. But they would be different characters and they would go out especially when you're a kid. And in order to get candy, what did you have to say? Trick or treat. So tonight, the topic is trick or treat. And when we did a little research, we want to share what's the actual origin, or why did they say this, or why did people or children specifically practice trick or treating? So can you share a little bit, babe?
So trick-or-treating is a Halloween practice in which children wearing costumes go from door to door in a neighborhood saying trick or treat when a door is opened to ask for treats, with the implied threat of playing tricks on those who refuse.
Oh, can you read that last part? Implied threat. What?
With the implied threat of playing tricks on those who refuse.
And when you think about that definition, we're like, wow, just by doing research in that, we're like, how can we connect this trick-or-treating to relationships? How do they relate? And if you think about the components in the whole treating, whatever you call it, process, you have a child with ulterior motives that has a desire or wants something. And if they don't get that desire or the outcome that they want, they tear up some stuff.
They tear it up.
Does that sound familiar? In other words, let's break it down to relationships. We're talking about people that kick and scream when they don't get what they want, even if it costs you a lot. If you know anybody like that, or you might be guilty, that will try to get whatever you want at any expense. And if you don't get it, or if you don't receive it, you start to kick and scream. I want you to put yes or put me.
Or put
if you know
I.
somebody, put I. If it's you, put I. But if you know somebody, put yes. Yes. People that
I used to be guilty. I did. I used to be guilty. So I would say I no longer.
Okay. Okay, you no longer, right? No, that's pretty good. And when you think about it, this that's how some people are. But one of the key words in the whole trick or treating process, Samantha said yes. Damien said yes. What's up? We got another yes. Yes. We have a lot of yeses.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us know people like that, and I think we do very well in that regard in our relationship. Although nobody's perfect. All of us have strengths, we have weaknesses, but tonight we're talking about a behavior that can actually cost you a lot. And unfortunately, when people get in relationships, especially when you don't understand, or if you're not necessarily mature, or you haven't really learned how to behave in a certain manner in regards to relationships, you will deploy or you'll act a fool sometimes when you don't get what you want.
Absolutely.
And that can be very unfruitful, right?
Yes.
So in order to have a successful relationship, everybody, check this out. You have to put away childish things, right? That's what the good book the good book says, right?
Yes.
The good book, and for those, this isn't a religious program at all, but we know people that read the Bible, and it's a principle that stands. And that particular scripture talks about how when I was a child, I thought as a child.
Yes.
But when I became an adult, I became 21, 22, 35, 45, 60, I put away those childish ways, and I became a man or a woman, right?
And what are some of those behaviors that people who are who behave childlike display? Like, I would say like pouting.
Yeah, pouting a lot when they don't get their way.
When they don't get their way, they get angry. They get frustrated.
Right.
They become impulsive. Right. They become they get moody.
Yeah.
They start blaming the other person when they don't get their way. They start deflecting.
Ooh-wee. That's pretty and that's common. Unfortunately, that's common. But if you think about the whole trick or treating process or practice, with the person that's demanding the candy, because candy ain't always good for you. All of us want candy sometimes. Candy is good
always want a treat.
Occasionally. But too much candy give you diabetes and your teeth will fall out, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we have people, in relationships, you demand certain things at the expense of your house.
Yeah.
And what people need to understand that when we in a relationship, it's not just about you. Especially when things are irrational or it can cost you a lot. It's very irresponsible to demand red bottoms when you can't pay your rent.
Oh, that's
a Mercedes Benz when your husband's trying to purchase a home for you.
Right.
You know, a gold watch that costs $3,000, but you're behind
And your
3
gas
months
bill.
of your gas bill and your light bills. And that's how children actually act.
Yep.
And in relationships, it's important that we mature
Yep.
and that we don't adopt these practices because it can actually cost us. And if you think about it, if you think about the practices of this practice of trick-or-treating, the child will destroy the person's home, right?
Yep.
Throw eggs at it if they don't get what they want or whatever,
Vandalize
right?
it.
But here's the thing, though. In relationships, you're not just destroying somebody else's home. You're
You're
destroying,
destroying your own.
you're destroying your own.
Yes.
So it's important that we kind of get over, you know, the childlike behavior in our relationships, right?
Yep.
And when you get married or if you're in a partnership, it's going to require, you know, some maturity, right? And some of the things that you need to adopt is you need to compromise,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
You got to be more selfless. You got to be understanding. You know, you got to prioritize and you got to do a lot of things, right? Right?
I do agree.
Yeah.
I do.
You
I
got to be
agree.
mature.
You talking good?
Absolutely. Well, I know I'm talking good, but I'm looking at you like, with my, is the smoke getting to you?
Listen. The eyelashes are getting to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The
Yes.
eyelashes are getting to me. So there's a couple of things about maturity. I can't see it, baby. Can you bring it over to here so I can see? So maturity in a relationship is judged by how well we are able to agree to disagree, yet continue to love, honor, care for, cherish, and respect one another despite not getting our way.
Right.
And yet we have to continue to strive for the greater good of one another and the relationship, right? That's how mature people behave in a relationship.
Right.
It's not dictated on, well, I didn't get my way or
Yeah.
you didn't give me what I wanted. It's all based on give and take
Yep.
and having a mature relationship that reciprocates love and action.
Right. And considering that the new year is coming up, a lot of people, some of you guys want to buy a home. Some of you want to get out of debt. Some of you want to, you aspire higher to get a better education, to go on that vacation. But sometimes our selfishness or our childlike ways, or by us practicing this trick or treat model, we just sabotage our desires.
We do.
Because a lot of times we want everything at once. But it takes a mature person to say, you know what? We're going to wait for a minute.
Yep.
You know, I know
I was definitely guilty of that.
Okay.
Remember, and especially early on, I would be like, yeah, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And it would be like no breath in between. It would just be like a ramble, one long paragraph of every want that I had right now. Like, and you need to satisfy these wants and these desires like right now, or I'm gonna pitch a whole fit. Okay. And that's how most of us, especially women, sometimes we behave in our relationships, as if we don't get what we want, we're going to tear it up. And that's not okay. Like, so I don't subscribe to the happy wife, happy life saying, because I feel like that's unfair.
Right.
It's unfair to say that only if the wife is happy, then the home is happy.
And it's the thing, babe. The wife is happy at what expense?
At what expense?
Because a lot of times we, as people that are undisciplined, and we're all guilty, we like to be gratified. We like that instant gratification, or we might give, like for instance, a child. If you have a niece or a little baby, because we have 3, you know, so as when they were little, like if we would be out in a restaurant or something like that, they would start to cry.
Yep.
And say, for instance, they want a piece of pie or some cake or some ice cream. We know that they ate a Snickers when we left the house. But for the sake of the peace and for the sake of them to stop crying, we'll still let them get a dessert. However, that's diffusing the situation in that moment.
In the moment, right.
However, you know, if you continue to do that, it can become a big problem. That child can get fat. Their teeth can fall out. They can have diabetes. They can stay up all night tripping.
And then it becomes more expensive to you later.
Yes.
Because you gave in to the want without considering the cost of everything else.
Yes.
Because now that I done gave you all of this candy, I done gave you everything you want, I got to pay for braces.
Yeah. So it'll
You
cost
know?
you more.
Yeah, it costs
Right.
it costs you way more in
Right.
the end, because now I got to fix these teeth.
Yeah.
Or now I got to go buy, you know, all of this medicine because you got I don't know, high sugar.
Right.
You know, like, so it costs us all something
Right.
when we give in.
Right. Or, we want this house, but now we got the highest interest rate because you wanted to run the credit 8, 7, 6, 10 times. But if you want the house, sometimes you have to say, you know what, we're going to be disciplined in this moment. And here's the thing. We all have desires. We all
Right.
like candy, right?
Right.
But at what cost? So as we get older, it's important that we make better decisions in our lives because these decisions can really cost us.
Yeah.
And there's a quote that says the decisions that we make today will determine our outcomes tomorrow.
Right.
So for instance, if you want to be a size 4 in the springtime, you start working out right now, right?
Right.
To get that six pack.
Right.
But if you eat hot and ready's every day, you're doing the same thing that you used to do and expect different results. That's called insanity.
Right.
So you're not going to get the outcome that you desire. You're going to get the outcome that you only deserve what you earn. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times in relationships, we want, but we don't really practice the self-discipline, and we don't really deploy the patience that we need to get that's really beneficial to us.
And sometimes those wants are unreasonable.
Yeah.
They're unrealistic. And they're not beneficial to us.
Right.
And yet, for whatever reason, we still want them. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, but why do I want them?
Why do I want them?
It's because sometimes we just want it for the moment of self gratification,
or for the Joneses,
or for the
to keep up with
Joneses,
the Joneses, right?
to look good for somebody else.
Right.
I know sometimes we go out and we spend a whole lot of money on a wedding, not considering that we have to live afterwards.
Right.
And yes, it was gratifying in that moment for everybody to celebrate with us and we look like we the bomb, but we broke afterwards because we didn't consider the cost.
Right.
Or
we wanted more candy than substance.
Yes.
We have more.
We put more emphasis on the one day versus the lifetime, right? And we're all a lot of us are guilty of it.
Right.
I know that early on I was definitely guilty.
I think that a lot human beings, as long as we have this flesh, we have sometimes not irrational desires, but we don't prioritize.
We don't prioritize. I think that's what it is.
Right.
I don't necessarily think that what we feel or what we want is irrational.
Right.
Sometimes it can be. Sometimes some of us, we are just irrational because we are spoiled brats.
Yes.
We think it's all about us. And we are very, very, very irrational.
And you can't do that in a relationship because relationships there's a two-way street, not a one-way street, right?
Absolutely.
It's a team sport.
Right. And we do have to prioritize. I think sometimes it's just a lack of prioritization. Sometimes people don't understand, like, you got to list out things in priority. What's more important?
Yes.
What should be at the top of the list? Because I'm not going to go buy a purse knowing that our DTE bill is $1,500, but then I go, you see me in Louis Vuitton and I got this bag and I'm swagging it out, but my bills are late, or my children are suffering in some way because I decided that I wasn't going to prioritize them needing a coat versus me wanting to have this bag.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And even deeper, going back to our topic tonight, we're talking about people that are, and this is, as long as you're human, you can have this trait, but unfortunately some of us are a little more heavier in this area. Some of us actually are, I hate to say it, but in relationships, we think that it's about us, and we're so immature to the point to where our motives or our agenda is to demand
and to get
what we want and to get exactly. And if we do not get it,
so
we start to trip.
What makes people behave that way? Do you know? Do you have any idea, like, why do people behave that way? Because I remember, talking to somebody growing up and they was like, girl, you got to get these men. You know what I'm saying? You don't love them. You got to get them for what they worth. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that was the attitude that I took on earlier on in my young adulthood, my very young adulthood, because I got married very young.
Yeah,
too.
you straighten up.
But that's because you was broke and we had nothing. Okay, so I had nothing else to do but straighten up. Right. But that was the attitude that was like handed down to me. Like, you got to get these foods. You got to, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And And we take that on sometimes, or
Yeah.
sometimes as women, we think that men are only good for what they can give us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't realize that in a relationship, it's not all about what you can get.
Right. It's about what you can give. And that's why for those that are watching us and you've been following us and you know you want to be married or you want to have a successful relationship, selfishness is not the way. If you have a me mentality, you probably won't succeed. And a lot of times we do have these desires and we want, a lot of times we say a prayer and we look around us and we see that we don't have what we want. But we get what we deserve a lot of times because our practices are irresponsible.
Yeah.
We say we want a house, we say we want a car, we say we want a business, we say we want a healthy relationship, we say we want our husbands to love us the right way, we say we want our wives to respect us a certain way, but we have these irrational demands or we deploy these habits that are counterproductive. And it causes a lot of friction. So if you are desiring to have a relationship, you got to embrace the fact that you need patience.
Right.
And it's a waiting game. It's a game of compromise. And you should never, ever have the motive of if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to withhold from you.
Ooh.
If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to go and get it somewhere else.
I'm going to go get it on my own.
I ain't going to give you that. If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to spend it. I'm going to buy it anyway.
And then put the house in jeopardy.
Exactly. Because think about it. When you think about the practices of trick or treat, the whole motive is hey, if you don't give me the candy, if you don't give me what the heck I want, I'm going to tear this
place
up.
And a lot of times, that's how we are in relationships.
Absolutely.
If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to tear this place up.
Right. And, I think that's a good way to segue into there's a difference between a want and a need. We're not talking about love. Everybody needs love.
Right.
Everybody needs financial stability.
Yeah.
Everybody needs affection.
Yeah.
There are certain things that are necessity for us to function. Just like a car need gas to function, we need love. We need protection. We need romance.
Yes.
We need finance.
Yes.
We need connection. We need chemistry. We need things. Though that's not a need. So let's get it straight. So if you think we're talking about you can say, look, I ain't giving you nothing, and think that your husband ain't gonna trip. He probably got the right to trip.
Right.
I'm not saying leave you or do things outside of the home.
I get it.
But I can understand the reaction because that's an actual need. But you don't need candy. You need vegetables. You need your light bill paid. You need a touch. You need a kiss. You need the love, the respect that you need. Those are needs. So there's a distinction. But you don't need red bottoms every other month. You don't need a BMW right now when you know that you can't afford it.
When you ain't even got a roof over your head.
When you don't have a roof over your head. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, babe, is because a lot of people, they have desires. A lot of people have dreams. Like 2021 is going down. I'm going to get everything that I want, but not with those childlike habits.
Right.
And not just getting what you want, but you're jeopardizing your relationship because you're going behind your spouse or your partner or doing things that you know that's not going to benefit the house. So we got to do better, right?
Or just jeopardizing your whole future. Like, I don't feel like there is nothing that I need ever or nothing that I want so badly that I will jeopardize my home and our future.
Right.
Like, I'm not running my credit for no madness, for something stupid that can wait. You know what I mean? Something that we just don't agree on right now, but I need it anyway, and I'm going to go get it anyway because I make money. I can go do what I want to do.
There's been a lot of Amazon boxes coming here lately.
Boy.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Your business.
It's been a lot.
Man, your business. Them little $4 boxes don't mean nothing.
They add up though. We talk.
But for
that's
real,
another topic.
We have to consider that though, right? We have to consider the fact that our wants can sometimes cause our spouse, right, to jeopardize or feel conflicted and feel like they have to jeopardize or choose. Do they want you to be happy and just not pay the bill this month because I don't want her to trip because she really want it, and I know if I don't give it to her, she really gonna act a fool.
Yeah.
We should never put our spouses in those type of situations.
Right.
We should never put our spouse in that predicament to have to choose something rational and logical versus something that we just want in the moment because we just want it.
Right. There's a lot of stress. And for women, I want you ladies to know, because some of you all don't know. For men that actually care about their ladies, when you voice a desire, we take a mental note. So if you continue to say things, I want this, and I want this, I want this, and I want this, and I want that, we file that in our mental storage because we want to please you guys. And sometimes it can be overwhelming and stressful to us. And sometimes we allow our wives or our partners to get what they want because we feel this pressure. But at the end of the day, when we give you guys what you want, it costs us sometimes, Not you, baby.
I will hope I don't
not
do
you.
that to you.
But it costs us.
I know that I have.
So it's important that we be a little patient,
Right.
a little more understanding, and be a little more goal oriented. And we can give some tactics or strategies on prioritizing and organizing your list and goal setting and all that. But we're not going to do that now. However, it's important that ladies know that. I think that's just a good nugget to know that if you got a good husband, he does care and he wants to do that for you. But you got to be patient. You got to be a little patient, right?
And that's a hard thing for ladies, right? It's very hard for us to be patient, right?
Yeah.
When we want someone else to do something for us. Because one, you thinking to yourself, I can probably do this on my own. Anyway, I can go get it on my own. I don't really need your help in going to go get it. But it would be nice if you did it for me, right? And sometimes because men have so much pressure on them, they do have to prioritize what's most important. And sometimes those wants that we desire may not be at the top of that list, but that doesn't mean that they're not on the list. It just means that they may not be at the top of the list, and eventually he will get to it. Yeah. But we have to be patient and understanding in knowing that one, he heard us when we told him that we wanted this and this was our desire. And two, that he'll be faithful enough to see it through. Because sometimes we don't trust them enough to see it through. So we're like, I'll just get it myself.
Right.
But if you told your husband something and you believe in your heart of hearts, or you told your spouse something and you believe in your heart of hearts that they love you, that they understand you, and they know what you truly want, then trust that they're going to provide those things for you.
Right.
You might not get them right when you want them, and that's okay, because some of us need to learn patience.
Yeah, and if you stay-at-home mom, if you want all these things, get a job. And that's why we call y'all baby, because y'all act like babies.
Shut up, boy.
And you want candy all the time.
Listen.
Shoot.
We do. We have.
No, but it's not women. It's not women. It's men.
Not just women. No. But I'm just speaking to the ladies.
Joke, right.
We do have to be a little bit more patient when it comes to wanting certain things and asking our man to provide those certain things for us. I've waited years and years and years for things, and I remember saying them earlier on and wanting them earlier on, and I may not have gotten them till year 7. Right. And I'm not saying that you have to wait that long for certain things, but some things do take time. Yep. If you want to be wild the way you truly want to be wild, if you want to be heard and know that he's listened to you and he really took the time and he really thought about what would be best for you or best for you guys, and he was considerate enough to do those things for you, sometimes we just have to be a little bit patient. It's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't want to, I hate to switch gears, but our mothers are on this. I commented.
I saw. I think I saw.
My mama is on here.
What she
Hey,
said?
mama, we made it.
Shut up.
Come on, let's clap it up for our mom.
Listen.
All right.
Listen, Fifi, you are so right. Sometimes we need to be told no.
Yes.
And that's the problem. Sometimes some of us ain't never been told no.
Yeah.
We was probably raised by a single mama who worked a whole lot. So they just gave us everything, right? Because they didn't really have the time to spend with us. So they just gave us everything. So when somebody tell us no, we like, what?
Yeah.
No. "Arr!"
You never. This is my toy.
Yeah.
Or every time I go out, my mom never ever says no to me.
Yes,
And
yes,
then you get into a
spoil.
relationship, and you drive that man nuts,
Uh-huh.
and you act a fool when he tell you no.
Or both of y'all spoiled.
Yes.
And neither one of y'all can prioritize what's important. And the house is just sinking. Like everything, like you gotta move.
Full of eggs.
You know
and
what
tissue.
I'm saying? You gotta move every other year or every 7 months because you constantly getting evicted because your priorities ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it goes both ways. But
absolutely.
yes, sometimes we do need to be told no. And sometimes we gotta accept the fact that the answer is no.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah. Exactly. And it depends on what it is, or not now, not before this.
Right.
And the reason why we're talking about this, guys, is because we want you all to have a better year. And a lot of people have a lot of friction, a lot of stress, a lot of just a hell house sometimes because of little things like this. And not to be graphic, but the sex life might be good. The money might be good, the communication. You guys got a good chemistry, connection, you care. But people are really struggling in the area of finances. And that's one of the major reasons for, if not the number one reason for divorce and for people not having a successful relationship. And the reason why we're bringing this up too is that people have desires. You deserve so much.
Yeah.
And people have been together many years, and they've been renting for years. And there's nothing wrong with that, or they've been wanting to do better and have more. But those motives and those practices, that trick or treat or that childlike mentality has hindered good people from having good things.
Yeah, keep stopping
so
you from getting
we
what
want to
you really
help you
desire.
guys to stop kicking and screaming and stop being selfish and stop being like a spoiled brat. Because look, it ain't just about you. And a lot of us have children.
What? It's not?
No, it's not. It's not. And if we want what we want, we have to make collaborative decisions. We got to make better decisions. And it's okay, again, to eat candy.
Yes.
It's nothing wrong with playing. We all want what we want sometimes, but not at the expense of our happiness, not at the expense of our repossession, not of our children coming home and we have no water,
No lights.
no lights. So as mature adults, not children, we have to do better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you had talked about the spoiled person, but some people don't have the knowledge, right?
Oh, a lot of people lack
Right.
knowledge. A lot
Yeah.
of people
They
lack
don't know that
knowledge.
you should do this. They don't know that you should probably prioritize, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's so true. A lot of people don't know that prioritizing a life with somebody is important because we're so used to getting what we want. We don't know how to prioritize a list.
I want to give a shout out to Kendra. Kendra said, "Guilty. I don't know what no is." Thank you for being honest. A lot of
listen.
people don't know. A lot of people don't know, but that's why you need to ask yourself, what is it costing me? And what is it costing us?
Oh,
right?
especially in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because when you don't know what no is in a relationship and somebody tell you no and you be like, oh, hell no, I can get it myself then. Like, I don't need you anyway.
Yeah.
I read a post earlier like, I don't need you. I don't need
Yeah,
this and that.
Yeah.
Well, then that's why you ain't attracting nobody because you don't need nobody for nothing. You can do everything
Yeah.
yourself but climax.
Yeah. And actually,
You
these
know?
things are emotional responses. We respond emotionally.
Right.
That's why it's we need to learn how to have more self-control.
Yes.
Because when we have these, I don't want to say irrational desires or when we want candy, because everybody wants candy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like candy? We want some candy, right? But, when we just got to have it, it's kind of like that
Oh,
Twinkie. you know?
Fifi, you
What-
hitting all the things
what
on
Fifi
all the nails on the head.
What she said?
Especially when you grow up in a household where financial stability or financial decisions are not talked about, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what to prioritize.
Yeah.
A lot of people truly don't
Just don't know, right?
Like they
and
don't
you don't know what you don't know. Right.
People think like, no, I get my check, I'm gonna go do this, do that.
Because daddy did it. Mommy did it.
And then it's no thought like
Mm-hmm.
on like paying the bills, making sure that you got running water for your children. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you got groceries for the week, making sure, like, sometimes people really don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
And we suffer for the lack of knowledge. We do. Our kids suffer
Yeah.
because we haven't provided them that information. If we think about it, like, is this how we want our children to live?
Right.
Will we be okay if our children raise our grandchildren like this and they were unstable? And they didn't prioritize, and they moved from house to house, or they, you know what I'm saying? They didn't pay their bills. No, you as a grandmother, you would be like, baby, you got to get that together.
Right, right.
Y'all gonna have to pay them bills over there. Y'all gonna have to figure something out. You can't be going out buying shoes and bags and all of that stuff when you got bills and kids to take care of.
And you have desires. And then here's the thing, though, babe. This is what trips me out about people, couples. They'll say, God is going to bless me with this. No, he ain't.
He not.
You got to work for that.
Not.
Look, God will only do what you can't do. Mm-hmm. And that's what really trips me out about couples. A lot of times it's self-inflicted pain.
It is.
We're neglected. Like, we'll go to try to apply for a mortgage and be like, man, my mortgage is so high. Well, bro, you don't pay your bills.
Get your credit up.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of people, I know you guys have wonderful people, and this isn't a bashing session.
No,
but I know people
because we waited a long time to buy our first house,
yes.
and I mean a long time. Because one, we had to clean our credit up. Two, we had to figure out how to prioritize what was important, what was a need, what was a want, and we had to write these things down. Hey, yo, I want this, but we need this.
Right, exactly.
I understand that I want a house like this, but I need this because I need not to be able to go over this amount because I want to live comfortably. I don't want a house to have me. I want to have the house. So we had to really go through all of those things. Yeah, it's nice and beautiful when you first get it and you pull up and everything is wonderful and everybody like, oh, look at that crib, but you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Like in real life, you can't afford it.
Right.
Because you living beyond your means. So those are the things that we have to learn how to prioritize. Like, oh, do I really just want this or do we need this? Because this is what we need. We need X, Y, and Z. I just want these other things. So these things can probably wait.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And it's bad, babe, because like I said, again, it's because people deserve happiness and all the blessings out here, man. You deserve it. But a lot of times we have our motives aren't right. We approach our spouses, our partners the wrong way, when we demand things and it's like, if you don't do this, I'm going to shut down.
Yeah.
That's manipulation.
And we do deserve happiness, but happiness at what expense? Because if we deserve happiness and we get all of these things and we're happy with all of the things we have, but we can't be happy together with the things that we have because we both working 72 hours a week.
Right.
To pay for the things that we have and we only high and buying. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Did you get dinner? Yeah. You pick up the kids? Oh yeah.
Right.
Like that's an expense to you. Like that's at your expense. That's at the expense of your relationship.
Yeah, and that's what it's costing you. That's what the question is. What is it costing you to have blank? Mm-hmm. What are your motives? Mm-hmm. When I don't get this, I blank. Mm-hmm. Those are some questions that you need to ask yourself. And it's kind of like there's 3 ways to know if you're a trick-or-treater, right? And one of them is what? You pitch a fit when you don't get what you want. So if I don't get blank, I act a fool.
Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah. And
just go through the house.
And not because we all can get in our emotions. We can all be like, man, I really want that. And sometimes we do get what we want. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about people want it and they're going to get it. If you don't get this, I'm going off on you. Oh my God. You ain't getting sex. Hey, I'm shutting down. We ain't communicating. You ain't getting dinner tonight.
We walked in somebody's house one time and we was like, we standing here and they was going in you ain't no man, I get it myself, and we we standing here,
right.
We are standing right here, I get it myself, you can't. And it's like, really?
Yeah,
it ain't even that serious,
right?
Like, you just can't get it right now. He ain't say you can't ever get it. You just can't get
Just
it right now.
right? And you know you're a trick-or-treater when you react. Not when you feel a certain way, because we can feel a certain way.
Yeah. 'Cause
You know,
I
like, man,
felt
like,
a certain
dang,
way
why I
for a lot
can't
of
get that?
years.
We may whine, but
Yeah.
we're talking about people that are vindictive. People that are like, oh, okay.
You
okay,
can't get it?
Okay. Oh, you ain't
You
gonna
ain't
do
gonna,
that for me?
you not gonna do what?
Right. It's kind of like tit for tat. Even when it's irrational, even when it'll cost you a lot. And that's the trick-or-treater mentality. People that pitch a fit when they don't get what they want. And another thing, babe, is that when people, another characteristic is when they don't get what they want, they shut down completely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's a dangerous weapon.
Yes.
Uh,
It's manipulative.
And it's a tactic for control
It's manipulative.
and manipulation.
People
so I'm going to
that
encourage people
shut
not to do that in your
down-
relationships, right?
People that shut down are very manipulative.
Yeah.
And you may think, oh, I ain't saying nothing, so I'm not wrong because I ain't saying nothing.
Right.
But really, you know, you are controlling the temperature.
Yeah.
So everybody around you is walking on eggshells so that you won't pop off.
Yeah.
That ain't fair.
That's not fair.
That is manipulation at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
The person that shuts down is the master of control.
Right. And that's their strategy. It might be unconscious, but that's a behavior that can cause a lot of friction and pain, you know, because when you cut people off like that, it shows what it says is that contempt can creep in.
Yep.
Disrespect creeps in, and it feels like you're not valuable anymore,
Yep.
or you don't respect them anymore, or they're not worth the conversation because they didn't do what you wanted them to do. But remember, there's a distinction between a need and a want. So I'm gonna encourage you guys, don't do that. That ain't, you know, if you ain't give me that lease that I wanted, or you ain't getting sex for 12 days.
Yeah.
That's the devil, man.
Yeah.
Look. Oh, you didn't let me get this motorcycle? I ain't gonna get you this on your birthday.
You ain't give me them new J's that I wanted for my birthday because you knew I
man.
wanted them. I always get them new J's. And I thought you was going to get them. And then I ain't going to say nothing to you for the rest of the year. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You better buy me 7 pair of new J's when they come out.
Right. And
I mean, people be like that.
Check out what Kendra said. I think that this is good here.
What you say?
It's on the screen, honey.
Oh, I can't see
It said,
on
I
there.
love this. Definitely an eye-opener and makes you step back and look at yourself. You know, you're my hero, Kendra, because a lot of people, when it's hard for us to be self-aware or to self-reflect. You know, it takes a lot of humility, but that shows that you're going to win, Kendra. That shows that you're a mature person, because a lot of times it takes a coach or somebody to open your eyes to some of the behaviors that we're deploying to help us. Because a lot of times we don't know, or we might unconsciously do it.
Right.
It's in our subconscious.
Right.
It's a part of our behavior, or our not genetic makeup, but is a part of our development.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, that was good. That was really good. Yeah,
was
it
really
is.
good?
Yeah, that is.
All right, that was
it
good
is a part
stuff.
of our
She said it was
development.
good.
Yep, it is.
And there was another one here, babe, that I wanted to pull up. We have a lot of good participation. We really appreciate it. But Jeremiah says some people honestly don't have the knowledge, and some don't want it.
Some don't want it. Some don't want it because some want to be right? Some want what they want, and they don't want the knowledge of being patient.
Yeah.
You know, taking your time, prioritizing, not making hasty decisions because you just want something.
Right. It takes self-control.
It takes
self-discipline, emotional stability. And we are emotional.
Yep.
And our emotions jack us up sometimes,
Every time.
man. You know, 'cause
emotions lie.
ooh, it does. But that's why you got to set goals, which, shameless plug, if you guys are interested in what we call our better year, we're going to be launching a coaching program the end of the year, and we're going to call it Better Year. And it's all about goal setting, strategic planning, and all that. So if you guys are interested, put "I'm interested" in the comment section, and I'll make sure that I get with you. So even if you're single, because we're going to do a partnership edition, and for those that are by themselves,
right.
Because you gotta have a vision, you gotta have goals, you gotta have a strategic plan, you gotta have metrics to determine whether or not you're achieving those goals, and you need accountability and coaches that's going to help you get there. So if you are interested, drop I'm interested in the comment section and I will reach out to you.
We got some more comments in here. Kenyatta said some people don't want to change and they're set in their ways.
Yes.
They are. Kenyatta, that's a harsh reality, right?
It is.
That some people are truly set in their ways. But what happens is when people get set in their ways, they don't understand things until they start losing stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad, right? It's sad when you set in your ways so sternly that it takes you losing things to understand that this is not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the behaviors that you are exhibiting is not correct.
But to create sometimes it takes people to lose pretty much a leg,
yes,
you know, before they respond. Because to be honest, you know, we are creatures of habit.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes a wake-up call for some is not a wake-up call for others, right?
Yes. Yep.
Right. So we got a lot of good
comments.
comments
And that's true
here.
because a lot of times we'd be like, man, like if that happened to me, I would have snapped out of it. But some people live life on the edge.
Yeah.
And they don't snap out of stuff quickly.
Right.
I mean, they really gotta be like down and out for them to get it. So it is very true. And it's sad. It's unfortunate. You know, that sometimes it has to come to that for people to like lose everything or people to lose things and finally get like, hey, I can't keep living like this.
And we've all been there. You know, and
displaying these
disclaimer, we've
characteristics.
all been there. You know,
Absolutely.
we've all had to smell our
own
you know
boo-boo.
what in order to wake
and know
up,
that it
right?
stinks because we're all guilty. We've all I've wanted things like Steve would be like, yo, like, can you stop? Like, cause it's too much. Like, oh, I want this. I need to get this. We need to do that. Okay, next week I want to do this. And he'd be like, where's all of this money coming from? Like, even if we do have it, or even if we did have it, why would we spend all of this in this short of time and deplete everything that we have? Because you got these selfish wants. Like, no, prioritize. What's most important? Do you want the floors done? Or do you want a new car? Do you want, you know what I'm saying? Do you want this or do you want that?
And here's the thing, honey, is that if you're okay with the outcomes, do what you want.
Yep.
But if you're not satisfied with how life and life experiences or what they have taught you or the outcomes that you've seen, we have to have a behavioral change.
Right.
And that's why we're presenting this to all of us, because a lot of you deserve so much more. Number one, most importantly, you deserve to have a happy relationship.
Absolutely.
And it's not really about things. It's about what happens as a result of our decisions in our households. And it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of fussing. It's a lot of fighting because things will go away.
Yep.
But you can't pay for peace.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times we do things haphazardly, or we do things because we're so emotionally unstable or we're so selfish, not thinking of what tomorrow's going to hold. You know, we're eating these burgers for 6 weeks expecting a six pack, but we're not going to get that six pack until we actually go to the gym, you know, and work some things out.
Yeah.
So that's why we're pressing this on you guys, because you deserve so much more. We deserve more, and we want to see you guys happy. And the only way that you can gain strength is by knowing that you have areas of weaknesses and to be challenged in those areas.
Absolutely.
Right? So we're challenging you guys tonight. If you're in a partnership or if you're married and you are sick of this stress, this friction in their lives, you know, a lot of people got haunted homes because of the decisions that we've made, because of the lack of self-control and just doing things frivolously.
Yeah, the lack of
and
discipline.
not considering our partner or considering the cost that it'll get us. You know, so you're bigger than that. We're smarter than that, right? So hopefully they're getting something out of the night.
Absolutely.
And you're looking past the makeup and the demons in the back.
Ain't no demons back there. Ain't no demons.
And we have a few, babe. I want to just put a few of these up. I think that they were very good, because I don't want to, and we try
Let's
to
read
get
them.
Yes, we'll read a few here. Let's see here. We got I'm interested. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right here. It said pain will teach you what pride won't let you learn.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow. Thank you, Uncle Charlie.
listen. Whoa.
That's huge.
That just put everything into perspective right there.
Yes, absolutely. And there's another one, babe.
Wow.
Here. Damien said, being patient in a relationship is a key to success.
It is.
Absolutely. And not just, And even on a personal level, with personal growth, allowing that person to grow.
Yes.
Being patient, giving that
Yeah.
person space to learn.
Yeah.
Because we learn on the job. We think we know somebody, but start living with them.
Or we think we
Yeah.
know how a relationship should go because
Yeah.
we've seen mom and dad have a relationship, right? And we think that we know how it should go. We think we have the answers. We think we know it all. And the bottom line is we don't, because we're not in a relationship with mom and dad. We're in a relationship with the person that we chose.
Right.
And so we have to figure out what's right for us.
Absolutely.
Because it's not based on what mom and dad did or what we saw mom and dad do or how mom and dad answered to this. It's based on what's comfortable for us.
Right.
What
works for you.
What works for us.
Right.
And a lot of times it does take patience to get there, to figure that out, to figure out what works for us.
And it takes maturity.
It does.
Because children deploy or practice trick or treat, not growing adults. Well, some of us, I might go trick or treat. But literally
Like-
speaking, not metaphorically speaking, literally, I might give you some
You might
candy
go get
next
some
week.
candy.
But as an adult, metaphorically speaking, we have to grow up.
Yeah.
And if
We
we
do.
want better outcomes in 2021, because we deserve it. We want to be happy. Aren't you sick of the friction, the stress, not having enough at the end of the month, knowing that you've had this car for years, but you had a dream to have this other car, but we keep on having Amazon coming every day,
It add up,
and things
baby.
like that,
It adds up.
and it kind of delays our desires.
Oh, that was good.
That's right. Say it again.
That was really good because
What you gonna give me?
because we do a lot of things that delay our progress.
Yes.
We do a lot of things that delay us from getting
Right.
from point A to point B because we want this right now.
Right now.
And it's like, man, really? Were those 5 Amazon packages really worth it? Because that was your ring right there, or
Yeah.
those was your J's right there, or
Yes.
that
Yeah.
was
Motorcycle.
your
that was
your
bike.
trip right there.
Yeah.
We don't consider that because we just so used to just doing things that we don't count the cost
Right.
of everything.
Yeah.
Because we're just going through the motions.
Right. And that's why
And
they
we're not
need,
considering things.
and that's why you guys need to put that you're interested in the comment section to apply for our Better Year coaching program. Shameless
Yes.
plug here. So if you want to be clear about what you want, clear about what's hindering you, if you want to create a strategy and clear goals, a roadmap to get to where you're getting, put I'm interested in the comment
Man.
section, and we're going to
Uncle
get with
Charlie's
you guys.
comment, man, pain will teach you what pride won't let you learn.
Man, that's huge. That's
Don't
huge.
let pride bite you in the butt.
Right. And here's another one, babe. Can you read that here? It's kind of
I
little.
always say, if you give your male 10 apples, bring it over, baby. I can't see the rest.
To you? Mm-hmm. I can't really bring it over, baby, to be off the
Okay,
screen.
then you got to read it because I can't see
It
that
says,
part.
I always say, if you give your mate 10 apples, conflicts throughout the day, mistakes, etc., you are pissed and ready to explode.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to take a breath and give 10 more. It's give and take, but it's about respect as well.
It is.
Absolutely. And forgive us,
is.
we both need glasses. But
And
we're
I got
not
these
wearing
lashes on. I can't see nothing. They hanging
and the
over my
smoke
eyelids.
done blinded
Charlie.
us and all that.
Mm.
Right. But before we go, babe,
But
I don't
yes, that is very true. Like, it is give and take in a relationship. And sometimes some of us are just so used to taking.
Yes.
Because we want the treat. We just take. We never consider that we also have to give.
Right.
Because you
absolutely.
can't keep taking from an empty well. Like, you can't keep going to try to fill up some water at a well that's empty because you didn't took all of the water
Yes.
and you ain't added none.
Right.
So you got to remember that in a relationship, it is give and take, and everybody has to give a little, take a little.
Yeah.
Give a little.
It takes work.
Take a little. Because if we don't, we'll find ourselves becoming trick-or-treaters, wanting what we want,
And we don't need no tricks out here
but not willing to give anything.
because they don't treat tricks right.
Shut up.
It's true.
Shut up. Like, what are we doing right now? what
I
you
digress. No, but we think that this is important. What do we have? Yeah. No, we just have I think we're good here, but we want to give some takeaways, guys, before we go, because we know that it's important to have takeaways and some practical steps or things that they can do in order to do better, right? In order to neglect or divorce the trick-or-treat practice and actually get what they want, right?
What do we do?
Number one, how we can be better, number one, is to change our mindset.
Yes. Oh, that's number one.
Change our mindset when we're approaching relationships, right? So we want to change the way that we think and know that relationships is about give or take.
Yes.
It's about compromise.
Yes.
It's about becoming one, partners, teammates. It's about dreaming and having more than what you have now. You know what I'm saying? It's not just living a life of mediocrity. And the only way you can do that is by having a growth mindset. So some of us got to really wash our mind from the mindsets that we had or the behaviors that we adopted or that was passed down generationally because of ignorance.
Yes.
So we might have been spoiled.
And let go of our selfishness.
Let go of our selfishness.
We truly have to let go of our selfishness.
Right.
I do like the fact that we can adopt. What was the first thing that you said? A growth mindset.
A growth mindset, yes.
And a lot of times what we need to do is we need to sit with one another. We need to literally sit with one another. We need to write some things out. We need to know where we're going.
Yes.
Because you don't really understand the cost of things if you don't know where you're going. You're not counting anything. You're just going. You're just living.
Right.
But if you have a goal, if you have an aim, and you know that you guys are reaching for something, you'll practice more self-control when it comes to, wanting what you want.
Right.
Because we all desire things.
Yes.
We do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm never saying that there's anything wrong with your desires.
Right.
But prioritizing those desires
right.
and really sitting down and writing down some things with your spouse.
So that's number two. So number one is to change our mindset, right? We need a new mindset in regards to how we approach relationships and also life. Number two, we need to prioritize our needs and our wants.
Yes.
Wants, right? There's the distinction. There are needs. You need love. You need respect. You need affection. You need a roof over your head.
You need lights and
you
gas.
need something to eat. But you don't need candy every day.
Not every day. It's not
Right.
even good for you to have it every day.
Exactly.
If somebody gave you something every single day, eventually when they give it to you, you just be like, okay, thank you. Like, oh, okay. And it's like an expectation. Like, I do expect my husband to do wonderful things for me. But if he just came home every day doing something, it would be like, oh, after a while, I'd just be like, okay, like, thank you.
Right.
Like, okay. It's like, it would be not like, I just wouldn't feel like special anymore, right? It wouldn't be like you thought of me. It'd be like, oh God, he's just doing this out of routine. Not in my head, I'm taking it, I'm accepting it.
Right.
But I digress. I forgot my point. I done lost it.
That's all right.
That's
all right.
okay.
But number three, another takeaway.
But you know what I'm saying.
Right. So you want to change your mindset, have a better mindset. You want to prioritize your needs and your wants because there's a
That's
distinction,
what I was
right?
saying.
Number three
Prioritize your needs
is that
and wants.
we need to embrace self-discipline.
Yes.
So we got to have more self-discipline if we want to reach the goals and have a better relationship. Because when we're all over the place and we lack self-control, it can cause a little drama and trauma in the house. We tear up the house. So we want to have more self-control. Now, listen, guys, we do this because we love you guys. We know that you can have more, that we can have more, that we can do better.
Yes.
So we're just regular old people with flaws just like everybody else.
Right.
That's trying to, we fall, we fail, we learn, we teach. Right? So we're here just trying to give you guys a connection so that we can grow together.
Because we have failed.
Absolutely. Everybody fails, right?
We have failed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We have failed. And like, we don't come here like we know, like this is law. Like,
yeah.
We know what we know because we know what has worked for us and we know what works like with basic principles. And we know that if you do X, Y, and Z, you'll get the outcome that you really truly desire.
Right.
So
right.
Just know that self-control is a real thing and we all should practice it.
Right. So the whole premise of today, the whole idea is, look, children goes trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating, is that a word?
Yeah. We gonna say yeah.
What they do, they come demanding candy, and if they don't get what they want, they destroy the crib. But remember that is, if you're in a relationship, it's not just the person's house that you're destroying with the eggs and stuff. It's your house.
It's
too,
your own.
right? So let's try, if you're in a relationship, let's be a little convicted and try to do better, right?
Yeah.
So that we can have amazing relationships, and you can also prepare yourself mentally so when you get in a relationship, you'll know that it's not just about you.
Right.
Oh, I wanna be the one to hold you close.